Hi guys, in this video I wanted to talk to you about how to submit your assignments in your math class in Blackboard. So in order to find your graded assignments, you will just click over here on the left hand side, the link that's labeled just that, graded assignments. Once you're there, then you will just click on one of the links that you're ready to submit. So let's say you're ready to submit your Unit 1 graded assignments. I'll click on that folder. The assignment link itself is underlined here, so that will be where we actually click on in just a few moments to submit. Let's talk about, what are acceptable ways to actually do your assignment. So I just pulled up a set of notes that are available here online in your course, and I say that, yeah, you can turn these in. You just need to print it off, or you could work it out on your own sheet of paper and do it in your own handwriting. And then I say that you can take pictures of it with your smartphone. I say, let's work smarter, not harder. So let's take pictures after you've done it. Just take pictures with your smartphone, and you can literally just upload those pictures into Blackboard. Typically what I do is when I take the pictures, I email them to my Cape Fear account. I'll show you that step in just a moment. And then I save it to my desktop, and then it's a few steps there. You might have better workarounds yourself, but this is one thing that I do. Another option, which I like even better, is to use a scanner app on your phone. So you just, go to your app store on your phone, download a free scanner app. One I have is just called Scanner. I've used Genius Scan. Cam Scanner is another one, common one that I've seen people use. The nice thing about the scanner apps on your phone is that, yes, you're taking a picture, but when you take the picture, the scanner app converts the document all to one page, and it makes it a PDF. So PDFs are universal to be open. So those are two nice features for the scanner app. Another feature, if you have a printer at home, a lot of printers now have a scanning feature to them. So you may have that at your disposal and just may not have thought about it. So you have these hopefully these tools available to you to be able to submit your work. So anyway, nevertheless, okay, so here was the assignment that I chose to do, and what I did after I completed it, I emailed it to myself. So I'm going to pull up my email. And I did it two ways. So the bottom email here was the first way that I did it. This way, when I click on this email, I'm just going to tell it to download this PDF. This is the method where I used, come on, let's refresh it. There we go. Okay. All right. So this was the method that I used and I used the scanner. I used the scanner app on my phone. So I also did this a little differently, just so you could see that if you don't have a printer, don't fret. You can still do this without a printer. If you'll notice the notes themselves, this was the title of it. I didn't write out the problem. I just wrote out my answer. So like, for example, 1, A, B, and C, there wasn't any work to show. I was just writing an expression. But letter D, there was work to show, so I showed my work. So let me get back to here. So A, B, and C, like I said, just expressions. Letter D, there's my work shown. Example 2, we're solving equations. So it was easy just to write that simple equation and then go through the steps to solve it. I did page 2 a little differently, just so you could see, you get a flavor for both. Page 2, I took it and just printed it off on my printer, and then just worked it right there on that paper. And like I said, I still use the scanner app in my phone. I took 2 separate pictures. The scanner app converted it all to one PDF file. So, you can see how it looks. So then I'm just going to click over here to click download. And I'm just going to save it to my desktop. And I'm going to call it Unit 1 Submission 1, okay? And I'll hit save, and then that way it'll be right there on my desktop for me. I'll go back to my email and show you the other method. I took 2 pictures, okay? So I'm just going to download both of those pictures. And it's the same exact piece here, okay? And you can, should be able to come up here and save it. Yeah, save as. And again, I'm just going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to call this Unit 1 Submission 2, but I'm going to label it Page 1, okay? Because you'll notice that was just Page 1, so I'm saving that. And then I'm going to close that, download the second page, which I think I'd already done, and open it as well. Here's the second page as you saw before. And I will save as. It is showing here as a JPEG, and that's all it's going to let me do it for. And then I will save this as still make sure it's going to my desktop. Unit 1 submission, I'll just click here, and then I just want to change it to page 2. Like that, and hit save. All right, so now, I just wanted to show you, there are a couple of options there in terms of doing your work. So now when I go back to my Unit 1 graded assignment, going back to my class, if you click on the graded assignments, I'll just go up from step 1. Now you're ready to submit. So you got your graded assignments folder. I'm ready to submit my Unit 1 assignments. I go to Unit 1 submission 1 because I'm ready to submit that. And it gives you the information, it tells you when it's due, all that thing. So now you're ready to attach a file. You browse your computer. Of course, I'm going to go to my desktop. That's where I just put them. Desktop, and you notice that I had Unit 1 Submission 1. That was the PDF file, so I'm going to click on that one. Click Open, and hit Submit. You'll notice at the top here it says success. Your submission appears on this page. I'd hang out here just for a minute just to make sure that what you submitted actually gets submitted. And so you'll see here, this is a nice double check for yourself as well. You can see here that, okay, your instructor here now has both pages of the assignment. So I'm going to go back to grade assignments. Let's talk about another way. So Unit 1 still. Let's go to Submission 2. And I'm ready to submit this one. Browse my computer on the desktop. I need page 1 and I need page 2. So I clicked on page 1, then I hit my Shift button and clicked on page 2. You can also hit Control. So just because mine were side by side, so I can hit Shift, but if they weren't side by side, you'd have to hit Control. But anyway, you can click on both of them at the same time and hit Open. So, that's one way. If for example, you don't do them both at the same time, I'm just going to just do that for a second. I'll just start all the way back. If you don't click them both at the same time when you browse your computer and you just click them one at a time, so that you're picking Submission 2, page 1, just be sure you go back and browse again and pick page 2. You can do it for as many pages as you have. And then both pages are there. I hit Submit. You can write me any kind of comments if you like. And then here again, it says success up here at the top. Hang out, make sure that it fully uploads. And every once in a while this happens to me. You can see that this happens more often with the JPEG files, that it flips it, but it's okay. I can download it and rotate it, and most of the time. And here's page 2. So you can see that I have both pages, or actually there was actually page 1. Okay, so and then one last thing to make sure, as a double check for yourself, I'm going to click over here on grades. You see these 2 yellow exclamation points, Unit 1 Submission 1 and Unit 1 Submission 2. If you see those if you see these yellow exclamation points, that means I have it and I'm going to be able to view it, okay? If you ever see a blue clock, that's a bad thing, and I don't have any here to show you, but if you ever see, it looks like a blue circle and it's half filled in, usually what that means is that you didn't finish submitting your work, okay? So always be sure, a nice double final check for yourself is to go to grades, click here, and make sure that beside the assignments you have yellow exclamation points. That lets you know that it's waiting for me to grade it, okay? All right, I hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks a lot. Bye.